The next topic is energy level of hydrogen atoms. Energy level of hydrogen atoms. So, as we know, for the nth orbital, the energy is minus 13.6 upon n square in electron volt. So, when n is equals to 1, then E1 is equals to minus 13.6 EV, that is minus 13.6 EV. What does it mean? It means that when n is equals to 1, the electron is revolving in the innermost, the first cell. Then the energy of that level is minus 13.6. And this is the lowest energy of hydrogen atom. So we can write that when the hydrogen atom has the lowest energy, the atom is said to be in the ground state, means n is equals to 1. It is the ground state. Now, when n is equals to 2, then E2 is equals to 13.6 2 square minus 13.6 upon 4, and it is minus of, it becomes 3.4 electron volt. This is the first excited state of hydrogen atom. Now the number 3, n is equals to 3, it means E3 is equals to 13.6, 3 square minus 13.6 upon 9, so it is nearly 1.51 electron volt. Now it is the second excited state of hydrogen atom. Now, when n is equals to infinity, it means at infinity is equals to minus 13.6 upon infinity, it is 0. It means this is the highest excited state of hydrogen atom. So this is a different kind of the energy level. If we if we are interested to find in a graph, then the graph of that energy level will be as follows. This is the y-axis, this is the x-axis. So it's the ground state, that is n is equals to 1, that is the ground state, and the energy is 13.6. Now let this is n is equals to 1, that is minus 3.4. When n is equals to 2, that we have n is equals to 1, n is equals to 2, it is n is equals to 1, it is n is equals to 2, it is n is equals to 3, it is minus 0.1 point. So next n is equals to 4, n is equals to 5, and so on. So this is the energy in electron volts for different shell or orbit. that is N. So this is the ground state, and these are the excited state. It is 1.51. Now the next is the line spectra of the hydrogen atom. So according to the Bohr model, when the electron from the E2 level to E1, where the E2 is greater than E1, or it is, we say that it is I or it is EF. It is the initial, it is the final, where EI is greater than EF. Either 2-1 or other IF. Anything we can take it. So when the electron move here to here, then the energy is released in the form of photon. So that energy E is equals to h nu, and that will be equals to the nth level minus of energy of E nf level. Means this is the higher level, this is the lower level. So as we know, En is equals to minus me power 4 upon 8 h square epsilon 0 square n square is the formula. So the h nu is equals to me power 4 upon this we are using here. So me 4 upon 8 h square epsilon square h square, and then n, that is the initial or the final, that is the ni square, minus of me power 4 upon 8 epsilon 0 square nf square h square. H square epsilon square h square nf square, it is 2 times h square. It's fine. So we can write h nu is equals to me power 4 8 epsilon square, h square is common, then inside nf square minus ni square. So the mu, the frequency is me power 4 upon 8 epsilon 0 square h square. Now h square is becomes h cube, 1 upon nf square minus 1 upon ni square. Because we know that c is equals to nu lambda, it means the frequency is equals to c by lambda. So this is to be put here. So it is c by lambda is equals to me power 4 8 epsilon square h cube, that inside nf square minus ni square, or 1 upon lambda is equals to me power 4 8 epsilon 0 square h cube c, that is 1 upon nf square minus 1 upon ni square. So that is 1 upon lambda, that is equals to r is a constant, nf square minus ni square, where r is equals to me power 4 8 epsilon 0 h cube c. This is the constant. The value of this constant is the Rydberg constant, and the value is already tell you, that is the Rydberg constant. So as nu bar is equals to 1 upon lambda, so the nu bar is to be written r 1 upon nf square minus 1 upon ni square. It is the formula. Now we will take about the various spectral series. Various spectral series. The very first is the Lyman series. As we have the formula, that is r 1 upon nf square minus 1 upon ni square, where ni is equals to 2, 3, 4 and so on. So for the longest wavelength for the Lyman series, when ni is equals to 2 and nf is equals to 1. So 1 upon lambda maximum is equals to r 1 upon 1 square minus 1 upon 2 square, that is r 1 upon 1 minus 1 upon 4. It is 3r by 4. So the lambda maximum is equals to 4 by 3r, that is the 4 into 3 into Rydberg constant 1.09 10 raised to the power 7. So the lambda maximum, it will come around 216 10 raised to the power minus 7, or we can write 1216 into 10 raised to the power minus 10 or 1216 angstrom. So it is the maximum. Now this is the longest wavelength. Now the shortest wavelength for the Lyman series. So shortest nf is equals to infinity, ni is equals to ni is equals to infinity, and the final is equals to 1. So 1 upon lambda minimum is equals to r 1 upon 1 square minus 1 upon infinity, that is equals to r. So lambda minimum is equals to 1 upon r. So it is 1 upon 1.097 10 raised to the power 7 or 1.097. It becomes, when divide 10 raised to the power, that is 0.911 into 10 raised to the power minus 7 or 911 angstrom. It is the minimum. And this region is the ultraviolet region. Second is the Balmer series. U bar is equals to 1 upon lambda, that is 1 upon nf square minus 1 upon ni square, where ni is equals to stand from 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on. So the longest wavelength ni is equals to 3 and nf is equals to 2. So that is 1 upon lambda maximum this is r, that is 1 upon lambda. Lambda maximum is equals to r 1 upon f 1 upon 2 square minus 1 upon 3 square, that is r 1 upon 4 minus 1 upon 9. So that is equals to 5r upon 36 lambda maximum, it will be 36 upon 5r. After putting the values, this becomes 6559 angstrom. The shortest wavelength for the Balmer series. When the transition of electron take place from n of f, that is to infinity, to nf is equals to 2. So 1 upon lambda minimum is equals to r 1 upon 2 square 1 minus 1 upon infinity, that is r by 4. The lambda minimum is equals to 4 by r, so it is come around 364 angstrom. So this is the visible region, that is in the Balmer series. Now the third is the Paschen series. The Paschen series, when the spectral lines emitted due to the transition of electron from any outer surface to the third orbit, the outer surface to the third orbit from the spectral series, that series is known as the Paschen series. So mu bar is equals to 1 upon lambda, that is r 1 upon n f square minus 1 upon I square. So for the longest wavelength, what does it mean? In the longest wavelength, it is from the longest ni is equals to ni Paschen ni is equals to 4 to nf is equals to 3. So that is 1 upon lambda maximum is equals to r 1 upon f is 3 square minus 1 upon 4 square. So 1 upon lambda maximum is equals to r 1 upon 3 square minus 1 upon 4 square, r 1 upon 9 minus 1 upon 4 for the 16. So it near about that is the r, that is 16 minus 9, 16 multiplied 9, that is the 7r upon 16 nines are 144. So the lambda maximum is equals to 144 upon 7r, and that will give you 18741 angstrom, that is the maximum. Now the shortest wavelength, when ni is equals to infinity to nf is equals to 3. So 1 upon lambda minimum is equals to r, that becomes 1 upon 3 square 1 upon 0 1 upon infinity square. So it is r upon 9. So lambda minimum is equals to 9 by r. So it is 8199 angstrom, that is the minimum. So this is the shortest, that is in the infrared region. You have to remember the region also. So what that region, what is the lambda minimum, what is the lambda maximum. The second last is, that is the bracket series. The spectral lines emitted due to the transition of an electron from any outer orbit means Ni is equals to 5, 6, 7 or the higher to the fourth orbit, means Nf is equals to 4, form a spectral line series which is known as the bracket series. So longest wavelength, that is 1 upon lambda maximum, that is equals to r. Longest, that is 1 upon 4 square minus 1 upon 5 square. So r, it is 25 minus 16, that is 16 multiplied 15. So it is 9 of r on 400. So the lambda maximum is equals to 400 upon 9 of r, and it will give you 40589 of angstrom, that is for the bracket. Now the shortest wavelength, when uh, the electron will come from Ni is equals to infinity to Nf is equals to 4, that is the shortest. So 1 upon lambda minimum is equals to r 1 upon 4 square minus 1 upon infinity square, and that is r 1 upon 4 square minus 1 upon infinity, that is r upon 16. Lambda minimum is equals to 16 upon r. So it is 14576 angstrom nearly, and it is also under the infrared region. But see the translation, it is also the infrared, and that the Paschen is also the infrared region, but from where the movement of electron is coming, that is important to decide whether it is a bracket or it is a Paschen. Now the next is the fifth one, that is the Fund series. So for the longest wavelength, that is Ni is equals to 6, Nf is equals to 5. So 1 upon lambda maximum is equals to r, that is 1 upon 5 square minus 1 upon 6 square. So r, that is 36 minus 25, 25 multiplied 36. So it is r into 11 divided by 900. So that is lambda maximum is equals to 900 upon 11 r. It will give you near about 74536 of angstrom. Longest. Now the shortest wavelength, when Nf is equals to 5 and Ni is equals to infinity. Ni is equals to infinity to Nf is equals to 5. That is the transition of electron from infinity to fifth orbit. So in that case, this is the minimum. So that is r 1 upon 5 square minus 1 upon infinity square. So it is r upon 25. So the lambda minimum is equals to 25 upon r. It will give you the value of near about 22.7 angstrom. This is the lambda minimum value under the category of the Fund series. So this is some series and the longest and the shortest wavelength. Now the next is The last is that is the de Broglie explanation of the Bohr second postulates of quantization, or the other name is that is the Bohr quantum condition from de Broglie hypothesis. It is important. So as we know that the Bohr could not explain as why only certain orbit or the energy levels were allowed for the orbiting electron around the nucleus of that atom. Uh, Even though the de Broglie given or established a connection between the wave nature of electrons and the stability of the orbit in the Bohr atomic atom. The de Broglie, for that de Broglie assume that the electron that an electron orbit would be stable only if it contains an integral multiple of the electron wavelength. So the de Broglie hypothesis is the analogous to standing waves from a vibrating string of a certain length. He assumed that the circumferences of the orbit of an electron as the length of the string. Thus, the circumference of the orbit of an electron must be an integral multiple of the electron wavelength, which means the circumferences, that is the 2 pi r, is equals to the integral multiple of the wavelength, that is n lambda. What is the meaning? So the statement is that is the de Broglie hypothesis is analogous to the standing waves which is formed on a vibrating string of certain length. And he assumed that the circumference of the orbit of an electron as the length of the string. It means if it is a kind of a rope, it will be this is the circle, the radius is r, so it will be 2 pi r, and that is the integral multiple of the n lambda. What does it mean? It means the circumference of the orbit is integral multiple of electron wavelength. So this line is to be written here. It is n lambda. Now this is that the proof of this is, as we know from the Bohr hypothesis of the quantization of angular momentum, that is L is equals to NH, that is NH by 2 pi. H bar is equals to H upon 2 pi. So, and L is equals to, and we know that L is equals to mvr. So equation 1 and 2, that is equation 1 is equals to 2, both equation are for the angular momentum. So mvr is equals to nh upon 2 pi, or 2 pi r is equals to nh upon mv, or we can say that 2 pi r is equals to uh, nh upon p, because p is equals to mv. On the next page I am writing once again. The last page we have written that 2 pi r is equals to nh upon mv, but as we know that the lambda is equals to h upon p, that is h upon mv. So in place of this h upon mv, we can write down the, so it is 2 pi r is equals to n lambda, and this is we can say that's the circumference, that is 2 pi r of the orbit of an electron is equal to the integral multiple of the de Broglie wavelength, that is n lambda, wavelength of the electron moving in orbit. So this is the proof for that, and with this the chapter is completed.